Welcome back to the Inn at the End, friends. Our troopers are already at their table, getting underway. Why don't you go join them? I'll bring you a drink.
Welcome to the Inn at the End, the internet's #1 D&D Let's Play show. I'm your host, your DM, Alex, and with me is...
Dash as Valen, and then another guy.
Caleb as only Simon.
Milo is Ace and also another guy.
Rhett as only Ben.
Me as only Ben.
And last we left the boys of Quilton Bay. They were making their way back to the titular Quilton Bay. Val and Ace got into Quilton with Ghoul, and the rest of the group followed with Jason and his crew to meet up with the Forest Enclave.
Jason.
Let the adventure begin.
I was going to say Milo, not me. I was going to say
I
and
wondered,
Milo as.
yeah, he just was up on it.
Only Ben. Catch me on my new website, Only Ben's.
So we're going to leave
Spicy sight.
Val and Ace in Quilton for now and focus this in the forest at the moment. So, to recap, you were following Jason. Simon, you were adding some helpful hints along the path to make sure you were steered in the right direction.
Yeah.
Upon getting closer and closer to the destination you're trying to get to, which is the Forest Enclave, you're looking at the telltale signs in the trees that are marked for you to see. Your group broke a log, fell into a creek, riled up some sharp-toothed frogs, got out of that creek with a number of cool actions. There was a lot of moving parts to that, and a lot of like who's gonna kill the frog. I do believe Jason killed the frog.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I do believe that's what happened.
Yeah.
No,
So we
it
got a
was
little
me.
credibility there.
It was totally me.
Oh.
Was it you that killed the frog?
Wasn't it?
Well, I think because I only had one hit point, and you Eldritch blasted
Right?
it or something. Yeah.
Well, then
But
Ben
Jason
was
did-
the
Guess
one.
I should listen.
Jason
to
Ben
did
was at
most
least
of the
one
damage.
down in the creek,
That's true.
facing against.
I
it.
was being a hero.
But you helped me out by saying it came from me.
I don't recall that. but
To say, oh,
It
thanks.
really doesn't sound like something I would say. Did
Everybody's going against me now.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
As this conversation happens, as you were leaving the creek, Jason piping up, telling you what he did, and trying to add into the conversation. You are listening to the forest. You're making your way towards the entrance to the Enclave. Jason knows, but Simon, you also know, just because you've heard this before, that the entrance is located at the site of a large tree trunk, like a fallen tree root stump. It would be the word for it, a stump that's in the forest. So that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
After leaving the creek and keeping an eye and ear out for everything, let's have everyone roll a perception check, and we'll include our two new characters.
Whoop, whoop.
Two people that are part of Jason's crew, which we have not met yet, will also be rolling a perception check.
I got a 15.
15,
A 12.
12,
I hate how high my bonus is, and I always roll low for these. 8.
8,
25.
25. Keeping an eye on the trail you're taking, you all eventually do find this large stump. It's in a large clearing. The treetop canopy goes up a couple hundred feet. The forest here is very dense, very old, very tall. You can barely see the branches. The fog is up there, and you hear just odd bird sounds. And ever so often, just as you've been in this forest, is this just movement, like rocks moving, earth moving ever so often. It's like a big landslide off in the distance. You hear every 10 minutes, every half hour, every hour. But you see in this large clearing, this big stump. Let's have the two new people. Just what do you see in this clearing? What's something that you want to point out to not only Jason, the guy that brought you here, but to the new companions?
What do you mean?
What's something you see in this clearing? Like with your perception of 12, what are you looking out for? What are you trying to like?
I'm mostly studying like the shapes of the trees and like the way that they're growing out of the ground and how that could relate to the direction of the sun and light coming in.
You notice something about the shape of the trees, absolutely. And with that 12, you notice a lot of the roots of these trees are visible, like they've been pulled up. Something like this, all of that should be covered, well covered with like this, feet of forest floor moss and duff.
Well, guys, you see this tree? These are being pulled up. And I guess I'll describe myself very quickly.
Yeah. What are we looking at?
You're looking at a turtle. He's kind of like dressed up with like leather chaps, and he's got like a big overcoat and a cowboy hat, and he's got a white painted face with like a dark eyeliner underneath. Kind of narrow for a turtle, and he also has a bandana around his head.
He's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle if they were invented during like when Lone Ranger was popular.
Yeah, like the actual Casey Jones.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Nice.
But he also kind of has a sailor vibe to him. He smells kind of fishy.
I mean,
I like that.
from Quilton.
He's from Quilton.
From Quilton, yeah.
Yeah.
And Dash.
I guess my guy's looking for. What was your name again?
Oh, Monet.
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 I guess I'm looking in like the undergrowth because I'm used to being underground, so I'm looking for things coming up out of the ground.
Okay.
Anything if the undergrowth is disturbed, something hiding.
I'll say what you notice is these like lines, almost kind of like lightning almost, that go around this clearing of large mushrooms growing. It's like the earth has shifted in these lines that has caused something to change, and these mushrooms are growing because of that change. Like the earth here has shifted in these like places.
Ooh, and I would know mushrooms. I'm a deep gnome. I'm short. I'm bald. I got dark grayish, almost like blue skin, and I got a real gruff looking face. I look like I've been underground. I just like soot and rock and stuff on me.
Hey, Jason. I'm noticing a lot of mushrooms around here. And, well, I'm pretty familiar with mushrooms, and they ain't supposed to be growing up here like this, buddy.
You don't say. I mean, mushrooms are part of the forest, but why would they? Are these ones weird for some reason?
Yeah, it ain't right. It ain't normal. It ain't natural.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, this is where we're supposed to be. The entrance to the Enclave should be here somewhere. Don't worry, guys. Let me go check it out. And he's like, kind of like puts a hand up to tell you guys to stay, and he's going to make his way out to the clearing to the stump.
Monet crouches down.
Don't, mushrooms usually mean like Fae stuff? What if the Enclave moved to the Fae?
Yeah, that could be true. Wait, I'm gonna cover Jason's back real quick. I'm gonna go out there. Jason, I got your back. Jason, I got your back. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, and he is going to do the same.
That is a 9.
9. He got an 8. So you step on a couple of twigs, making some kind of echoey sounds throughout the forest. You hear some stirring because of it, but you and Jason both kind of like turn to each other, like shh, 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 and you start.
I agree. Yeah,
finish. You quietly get out to the center.
Yeah.
While they're heading out there, the rest of you, are you doing anything?
Did I happen to see anything additional with my 25?
25, definitely notice those same things.
Okay.
That this odd mushrooms and then the earth itself is changed in
Okay.
some way. I would say you do notice with your 25 that sound, that moving of earth sound, it's has throughout your journey been random.
Okay.
But since the frog encounter about an hour ago, it's steadily gotten louder and
Okay.
what you assume would be closer.
Yeah, I would relay that to everyone. I think whatever is out there knows that we're here right now, and they might be working their way towards us. I think we should probably take some sort of cover, just in case, while Jason, our hero, goes and checks the entrance.
Yeah,
What,
he
frogs,
was
or-
really, really a hero, isn't he?
That was in quotes. Sorry if you didn't see that.
Oh.
Yeah. But
I look up at the sky.
Oh, he's got a
Is it still-
bandana on.
is it
Is it
over
still
his
like
eyes?
super?
He's got a literal
Yeah,
bandana on.
Is it still like super foggy?
Just
And
super foggy,
We
yeah.
can't see up there. Okay.
Yeah, and like the canopy itself, like even if the fog wasn't here, would be so overarching that it might not be able to see the sky even.
So visibility is pretty thick.
It's pretty thick, yeah. About 100 feet out is where what you can see.
I'm going to be holding on to Jason's coattail
Yeah,
physically, holding on,
he like
so we don't lose
puts a
each other.
hand on yours to just like guide you. He's like moving forward.
Thank you, brother.
We got this. We're gonna be safe.
I know. Don't worry. I got your back. Literally.
Okay. Jason, you make your way to the stump. He's gonna take a look around.
Can I make an investigation check?
Absolutely. That's a D12, so I'm gonna re-roll that.
That is a 10 on investigation.
You definitely notice that there's something a little odd about the stump. Like noticing the mushrooms before, the earth moving, like the soil underneath this tree is not what it's supposed to be. But you're not sure what else. Yeah.
Sounded like it.
I think so.
It wasn't mine.
Jason, it gets up on top of the stump itself and starts looking around. And like you're investigating one of the roots and you see him and you hear him say, "Oh, I think," and then he just vanishes.
Jason. Oh, God, Jason. Jason. Shit.
He just drops down.
You just see you're looking up at the stump and you just see his head go down.
Simon whispers, "Oh, thank God."
And yeah, from the outside, you see him just wandering around the stump. He stops somewhere, takes a step forward, and then is gone.
I'm going to climb up to the stump and try and peer in.
Okay, climbing up, you see there's a hole somewhere. Looks like where Jason was. There is like moss that has buried itself in with the hole. Looks like he fell down somewhere.
I'm going to run back to the rest of the group.
All right.
Did you see that? I think he went up in the air.
What? No. Guys, Jason, he fell into the stump.
No, he went up.
No, he fell into the stump.
Hey,
Jason's been stumped. Guys, we got to go after him.
what was your character's name again?
Oh, sorry. I guess my name's Rooster Crow.
Oh, God.
Do you go by Rooster or Crow?
It doesn't matter to me, buddy.
Okay, Rooster.
Whatever you want to call me. You can call me Crow.
What about Rudy? You look like a Rudy.
Ooh, you could do that. You could call me Roos. That's fun. It's not like rooster like the bird. It's Ruester.
Oh.
Rooster.
Okay.
I think it's German.
I think I'll go with Crow.
I don't know.
As
I
you're
didn't
all
know my
having this
parents.
conversation, you hear that sound again, a thud, earth moving,
And
shifting.
I want to specifically, Crow, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Do you
It's
know
getting
anything about
loud.
Why would he know? He's just got.
that? He's from the
Can
deep. I don't
can
know.
I make like a nature check?
Yeah,
Check
yeah,
out
go
the
ahead.
Stump.
Can we check the stump?
I don't want to go near that
I
stump
want to
just
go.
yet.
Yeah, I would need to go near that stump and find out where
It's
Jason
terrible.
went.
I got a 5.
Because I think
5.
I think
You're
he
not
got
sure.
sucked
Make up
up
whatever
into
you
this
want.
guy.
You know, I think it's rocks. Yeah, unmistakable sound of rocks.
Probably
Okay.
a rock that goes up and down. Not
yeah.
worth investigating
Stomping.
at all.
I
You
think we
guys
should
are
all
on
take cover.
the west edge of the clearing, and you see from the north the trees there raise up, and you see their roots almost like
Oh no!
tendrils are moving and alive and start like grabbing onto the ground, and you see the roots themselves kind of pull forward into the clearing, and this large, probably 50-foot across mass of roots from underneath the trees just kind of pulls up from the ground, and without a head and without eyes, you get this sense that it's just trying to sense something in the clearing.
Hey guys, I don't think it's a rock.
Nobody move.
I'm starting to think that it ain't no rock. All right, what do we want to do? What's the plan? We lost Jason. He was the smartest.
Hey, did he die?
I hope so.
he got stumped. He fell down the stump.
Well,
Was it like a
aren't we
doorway
supposed to
stump?
look for a stump?
Yeah, we should go into the stump. I mean,
right? Simon,
Okay.
you know how to find the
Okay,
enclave.
everybody, time out. The stump is the entrance to the enclave, but something is wrong here.
Oh.
Well, we should be at the safety.
Yeah.
And with the enclave.
No, I think that's the problem here is that I don't know if the enclave is down there. Something is terribly wrong, and right now we've got a writhing mass of roots.
Yeah,
that
I don't want
is
to
trying
be
to find
anywhere
us.
when that thing gets to us.
Exactly.
So we should go in the stump.
guys, let's go
You
to the
see it
stump.
move towards the stump.
Let's go to the stump.
Wait. Yeah, if it's going to break the stump, we can't let it break the stump.
We got to
You
get
see,
inside the stump.
you see the mass just kind of like go up to the stump and then move around it.
Oh.
And then congeal on the other side. It's looking.
Okay.
It's trying to sense something. It's
Don't
like
everybody
got
stay
this little
still.
Rudy form, just kind of like almost looking around, but it has no facial features. It's just roots. When it stays still, you can't even tell that it's alive.
All right, I think I got a plan.
And I'm gonna Rooster's gonna pick up a rock and just huck it.
Okay, go ahead.
Some
And give me
different direction.
dexterity or strength check.
Let's do dexterity. Damn it, that's a 9.
9. Do you want to throw it north, east, south,
Let's see.
west?
We're west.
You guys on the west? It's in the center now. Kind of
I'm
on the
gonna
south.
throw it east.
East, okay. With that, you toss it. It gets just past the stump, and you see that thing whip around, and the whole form of it kind of plunges into the earth where the rock was, and it kind of ripples across the eastern side, and then congeals on the other side, and it's like holding. You see that rock in like part of its mass, and it just crushes it.
All right, maybe we should go to the stump now quickly.
Maybe we should just not move.
I'll pick up a bigger rock and throw it.
Give me a strength or dexterity check.
Me and
Smart.
Simon are perfectly still.
Yeah.
We're going to watch these two guys get killed.
16.
16.
Oh, athletics or just strength?
A strength or dexterity.
Oh, 16.
16. And where do you want to throw it? North? It's east, south,
It's east.
west.
So I want to do, and our stump is north.
Your stump is, you're to the west of the stump.
West of this. Okay, so
Stump is in the
west of
center.
The stump is in the center. It went east, so away from it. So I'm gonna throw it northeast,
Okay.
so it goes further up and away.
Yeah, with 16, you
Okay.
you give it a good toss.
Should we
It
time our...
lands in that quadrant.
Go, guys, go!
All right.
Rooster starts sprinting towards the stump.
Sprinting towards the stump.
Stumping.
Stumping it.
I look at Ben, shrugged.
The other
And I
two
start
people of
running.
Jason's crew are following behind you as
Yeah.
well. Okay, everyone's running.
All right.
I'm running.
Aim
Give me
for the
initiative
bushes.
checks for everybody.
Which checks?
Initiative.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
What?
Oh, that's a not natural 20. It's a 22 on initiative.
22. Very
Is there
good.
anything in there?
There is one thing.
Oh.
Oh, he doesn't.
I'm good.
You got enough toys on your table?
I'm good for now.
You got to complete the set.
Initiative.
17.
21.
12.
12. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let me give the last two members of Jason's crew a roll. Pretty good. Pretty good. One of them it rolls pretty low, but the rest of you are quick enough to get up onto the stump. The first of you are Jason's crew. You see that hole there. What do you do when you get up in the stump?
Dive in.
Dive in.
You guys.
Here it comes, Jason.
Does this look like what it's supposed to look like?
Once
now that
once
I'm
you
up there?
got here to the clearing, you made that assumption. Yeah.
Okay.
It is marked as such.
Okay. And this is the normal way that I get into the...
You've never been to the Enclave. You're not sure the normal way. You just know
Okay.
that the entrance is at the stump.
Gotcha. Okay. I do the sign of Melora, and I cross my arms over my chest, and I jump down.
Okay. Jumping down.
Yeah.
Jumping down. So all of you get up onto the stump. You are noticed once you get onto the stump by this mass. It turns, but it doesn't physically turn. It's just intentionality turns towards you. And it sees people. It sees something. And it races towards you as one of you goes down in the hole. Another one goes down the hole. Another one goes down. Another one goes down. One of Jason's crew goes down. And the other one gets their foot caught. They're a little slow in a bit of root that's on the tree. And all you hear is a thud and a scream.
Ugh.
One of Jason's crew does not fall down the hole.
Oh.
The rest of you find yourself in a dark area with a hand pulling up. Whoever was in there first, Jason, pulls you up.
Oh,
don't worry,
Jason.
We found it. We found it.
Yeah.
Everyone's okay? Everyone's okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah.
I got him here.
I'm
And
fine.
I think most of our crew made it.
Good. Where's Benson?
Benson, he was...
His foot got stuck. He got eaten.
What?
I think he got crushed. It sounded like a crushing
Oh
sound.
my God.
I thought that thing
God.
died by crushing.
Benson,
By Melora.
not Benson.
I was supposed to protect him.
He'll be one with the forest soon enough, like that.
We all knew what we signed up for when we came in here.
Yeah.
I just...
Bless the forest.
I think
I'm
it was
sorry.
painless if it's any consolation.
Definitely quick.
It ain't no
blameless?
consolation to me. I love Benson.
Painless.
Painless. I hope so.
Damn it.
Come here. I found
Damn it.
a way further in. We
I
gotta
go up to Rooster
go before that
give
thing
him
goes.
a turtle hug.
Get off me. I don't got time to cry. We got a job to do.
Come on.
While he's crying.
Let's go. Jason starts leading you through a dark cavern entrance.
Cool.
Twisting tunnels into the earth underneath here. Takes a few minutes. Jason stops ever so often. He's got to just kind of take a moment, collect himself, make sure he knows what he's doing. Okay, come on, let's go. After about 15 minutes of winding through this earthy underground passage, you see it opens up into a tall passageway. In the center is a rope ladder that leads up.
And we've been twisting and turning down, right? Or has it just been kind of straight?
Up and down. Like
all
you've been going all over the place.
How far did we fall?
You would say probably about 20 feet.
Okay.
You landed in like this soft, duff, like kind of cushioned.
Yeah, like a mossy.
Yeah, just like that
springy-
forest floor,
On Jason.
organic material.
If I could see him on the way down, I aim for him to break my fall.
Looks like we go up.
I don't know that there's another way. Can I do like some sort of perception to see if there's an...
Yeah, make sure the rope's not made of snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you looking? I mean, what are you looking for? What are you trying to listen for? Smell for?
I guess I want to see if I can get any sort of read on what's waiting for us at the top. I don't know. Can we see the end where it ends, or is it?
Yeah.
Or does it go up into the darkness?
It goes up. Looks like there's like a wooden frame up there, and like a small trapdoor that would look like you could probably push open.
Okay, I'm fine with just going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up the rope.
All right. Start going up the rope.
I go up after Jason.
After Jason. Jason tries to go up first unless anyone stops him. Starts climbing up. All right, guys. And he puts a hand on the wood and slowly pushes it open. And he, sticks his head up. Oh, God.
What is it?
I
Is it Benson?
no. Damn it. Shh. Oh, God, I think they're sleeping. And he just kind of looks down and says, we need to be very quiet. And he climbs up, and he's just really slow about it. He kind of climbs up. Who's behind him?
Yeah, I'll be right behind him.
All right, you climb
Like
up as well.
before, I was tailing him. So
Yeah. You climb up, and you get a sense of what he's seeing, and there's just these big, furry creatures.
The bugbears.
Oh, this is where they live.
3 feet tall, maybe 4 or 5 feet wide, and it's just fur is what you see, and it's this kind of large cavern that you're climbing up through the bottom of. Up ahead is a ledge, and you see more of these creatures.
All right. Guys, be quiet.
Let me up there.
Be quiet.
Just move.
all right, I'm gonna move
Get yourself up there.
tenderly out. Tenderly, and I'm gonna try and be very sneaky.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. That is going to be a 12.
12. Stealthy enough. You get up there. Nothing seems to be awakening. Some of them move, and you hear just... Who's behind Rooster?
Yeah, Monet.
Monet.
14 stealth.
14 stealth. You get up there as well. Jason's got to move a little bit. He gets to the edge, making room in the bottom of this
Do
cave.
I recognize these creatures?
Give me a nature check.
I'm so fucked.
16.
16. You haven't seen one in a long time, but you recognize them. You think they're owlbears.
Oh.
But they're all kind of sleeping. Their faces are nuzzled up in their feathers a bit, and so it's hard to tell. You can't see the beak. The beak would give it away,
Yeah,
but you're
for sure.
it's the right size. They're
Owlbears.
Who's behind Monet?
Owlbears.
Me. Yeah.
All right, give me a stealth check as you're coming up.
Unless Ben, do you want me to?
I definitely came up the ladder last.
Okay. Here we go. Of course. That would be a 10.
A 10.
Unless this is the Underdark or we're on coastal territory.
I mean, you're underground and on the coast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So I get double.
Unless this is the game of Dungeons and Dragons.
No, that's Dex. Never mind. It's only wisdom and intelligence.
Okay. You're climbing up. You get your weight up. You see there's not a lot of space to move around, and you step back on a bit too much of fur, and it pulls down on the skin of the animal behind you, and you see it jolts up, turns and looks at you, and you see this owl bear face, this long beak, these big arms. It's like a bear but an owl. It's terrifying.
I immediately cast Animal Friendship.
Okay.
I haven't done that before.
Be friends.
Yeah.
He panics under pressure and casts the wrong spell.
Yeah.
Animal enemies.
Animal hostility.
Okay, this spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. I think the perfect spell. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you, and it must make an if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails.
Oh.
Must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
Oh no.
It did roll a 19. I'm not sure what your DC is, but I don't think it's going to be
that high.
that.
It's a. 15?
But he uses an inspiration to do it again.
Right.
With that, a bit confused and fumbling over the right, incantation, the right enchantment words, the owlbear screeches, waking the other owlbears up. The 3 large ones on the ledge.
Okay.
Immediately get up and start surveying. They weren't asleep as the other ones were. They were supposedly keeping watch. And now you see them kind of like circling the ledge above.
Okay.
Trying to make sure that any escape route is held off as this owlbear nest begins to awaken.
I climb in my shell immediately.
Hey, Ben, maybe we should just back out and close the hatch and leave, because it's only Jason and his men.
And you.
That's what I'm
still
saying.
Coming up the rope ladder.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Let's back out and close the hatch and forget this ever happened.
No.
I obviously
don't
know.
think we can do that.
Yeah.
Look, I'll cast bonfire. We'll smoke them out.
I could cast fog.
I know how easy making bonfires is now.
Actually, I don't know if I have enough spells left.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna duck down. And and just look like a small owlbear because I've got some fur.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to look natural.
Go ahead and give me animal handling or nature or deception.
Okay.
Ooh, I have animal handling.
You want to try and handle these animals?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and soothe the owlbear with my natural underground instincts.
Okay.
Oh, hey, oh, hey, now, hey. Hey, oh, hey. We don't
21.
don't mean you
21.
Hey, now.
14
I'm gonna
animal
use
handling.
my
14.
animal handling as well.
Animal handling.
I have a 21 AC, and I'm on the ground.
You're very safe.
You look
That's,
like a rock too.
I
Probably
got an 8.
in clothes.
8. Okay. And then 21 and
14.
14. I'll say with all of those rolls, you do give them a sense of reassurance that you're not a threat to them, at least. They're not scared that you're here.
Oh, good.
You're still in their home, and they don't like that. And so they've kind of formed up like this circle around you, and it's just them like doing little stomping behaviors to try and intimidate you,
Like posturing.
But they're all just kind of waiting for the ones up above on the ledge around to make the first move.
I'm gonna nudge Jason.
Here, I think we should put our hands up and slowly,
Yeah.
slowly back away, show them that we're defenseless, and we just slowly back out of here.
We're just here. You're right. We should
Slowly
let
back out.
our intentions be known.
And
Two little
everything's-
hands come out of the shell.
Yeah, we're not here to fight you. We're not here to hurt you.
Do they
We're
speak
looking
crab?
for the foresters. Do you speak crab to them?
Do they? Well, because, I can speak crab.
Do you speak crab to them?
Yeah, of course.
You speak crab to them. They don't respond. They do.
They're super racist against
Aquatic,
crabs.
Do I understand?
What's that?
I speak aquatic. Do I understand crab?
I think you get it. You get a sense of it. Yeah, for sure.
I think, honestly, my placating gestures, really helped, Just like...
I speak undercommon.
Okay.
Do you think that might be familiar to them?
Super relevant here. Yeah.
As much as common might be.
Could I try and make an owlbear call?
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead and give me another animal handling check.
Oh no, it's the mating call.
That's how we lose
You got to
Rooster.
get this right.
He's like, don't worry, boys. This is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I'll distract them.
That's a
Don't worry about it. Been here before.
that's a 16 animal handling.
16.
he really spit in his hand, too.
You make the call, and one of the larger owlbears is interested. Kind of cocks their head to the side. Like, that sounded like an owlbear, but that's not an owlbear. What is this? a little confused. You caught the attention of one of them.
Don't make him more mad.
And Jason is yelling out again. We're here just looking for the foresters. We're not here to hunt owlbears or anything. And you see one of them just kind of like breathing hot air onto him. Oh, God.
Do we know what they eat?
Owlbears?
Yeah.
You would know what they eat for sure.
People.
People, yeah,
And cats,
they'll eat a
yeah.
person. But they're gonna be like bears, where they're omnivorous. They're gonna eat stuff in the forest. They're gonna eat animals.
Turtles.
They'll eat a turtle. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. They'll eat anything they get their mouth around.
Okay.
Which, have you seen their mouths? Pretty small.
Pretty small. I mean, for their size, it's pretty big compared to a person.
If I have any kind of like food on me, can I try and like toss some food?
I feel like I'd have
kinda what I'm
a
thinking.
fish or two. Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
got some potatoes.
I feel like, with my 21 that I rolled earlier, like I was definitely like, hey, it's all right. Started feeding him. I'm like over there petting him, and Jason's like, it's okay, we're not here to hunt you. And I'm just like petting the one that I was like
You
becoming.
guys want to offer up some food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I gotta figure out how many spells
I don't know
I've
about that. Maybe we're gonna give them food, and they're gonna be like, get them.
With a little bit of food, they seem to calm down.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The ones here in the
We
bottom,
give them everything we.
like they snatch it up. Whatever you have, they go after it, like, delicious. And they kind of go back to sleeping. They were a little tired anyways.
Jason, you see a way out?
Most of them just kind of hunker back down. A couple of them keep an eye on you, and same with the 3 up on the ledge. They keep an eye.
I want to.
Now, with my 21, did I get a pet owlbear?
You do not get a pet owlbear.
How long
But
do I
you
have
can
to stay
pet
here to tame one?
an owlbear.
I don't know. You'll have to find out. It's probably a while.
I imagine it takes a couple years, and you have to like raise them from babies.
Is there a baby here? Let's kill the whole pack.
And
You
steal
see
her-
one of them up on the ledge, looks at you.
I wasn't saying that.
Oh, so sorry.
It could feel your intention.
Just thinking it.
Yeah.
All right,
Psychic
guys.
owlbear.
Let's.
I think we've made somewhat friends. I think the situation got going.
All right.
Let's try and move out of here. Let's
Yeah.
try and get out of here.
What the hell is this? Why are there owlbears here, Jason?
Oh,
I mean, the
Shoot.
foresters use owlbears.
Oh.
Oh,
So maybe these are theirs,
Oh.
but I don't see any of them.
I don't see. None of them are like wearing harnesses or anything, are they?
So is this like the owlbear stables?
I don't know. I haven't been here.
Do we see any owlbear harnesses?
Taking a look around, no harnesses. You see the ones up on the ledge do have some like beads and things and quilts braided into their
Those are
like
people.
the chest fur.
Those are druids. Are you guys druids?
They look down at you. They don't say anything.
you figured us out.
Did you guys shapeshift into those creatures? We're from Quilton.
You see the one of them just kind of like shakes again, and you see it turn into a humanoid form.
Nailed it! Yeah!
And you see this dwarven woman, kind of like gray and brown hair, beads, quilts adorned, looks down and says, what are you doing here?
We've come to find the Monroe, Mrs. Monroe, Marilyn Monroe.
I see. Well,
Is that your mom's name?
I guess.
Feel free to fucking correct me.
Yeah.
No. That's it. You guessed it in one.
Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, that makes sense.
we're not supposed to be getting anybody new here, but if you're looking for Miss Monroe, and I guess we can talk. Use the cliff side over there. Climb up.
All right.
I'll meet with you.
Okay. I climb up.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. What's your name?
My name, Zondra.
Zondra, I'm Rooster Crow. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you, Rooster Crow.
And I'm Simon Monroe.
Shit. Okay.
Oh, and this is our leader, Jason.
Was that just
Jason
because
over here.
Yeah, I'm Jason. So sorry, I've brought this group and these fellows here who have joined us in our travels We have lost one on our way. We simply want to help with whatever we can here. And she's like, yeah. Quiet down. We'll talk soon. Come on. And she leaves. You see behind her is like a path that kind of leads out somewhere. And she takes that, leaves.
All right, yeah, we follow her.
Rest you climb up the rocks. You pass by the other two owlbears that are up top.
I give a couple of them pets as I go by.
They kind of like
Find a good scritching place.
And you
I
make
imagine
your
they like that area just above their tails.
I don't know. I haven't thought about that too much. Bears and owls I've never scratched, so I don't know.
I'll scratch some bears.
You make your way through the passageway that leads out, and it leads into an open area, and you find yourselves in the Forester Enclave itself. You get a bit of light. You get a bit of sun that is coming down through the canopy up top. There's not a lot of fog here, but you see around this place, just surrounding it, are vines and moss and tree branches and tree trunks, and it is this tight circle area, and these buildings inside that are made of thatch built into these massive trees that go up. And so you see these like pathways that lead up and zigzag across all these different little wooden homes. In the center, and from where you are, you're kind of coming out of a gap in a tree, like a knot in a tree that's 40 feet across. And you look down at the center of this place, and there's a small pool with a small island in the center, and there is a circle of people down there that are talking. They are holding some sort of ceremony down there. Along the paths, you see people going back and forth. There's probably a dozen or so folks that you just see readily, as well as the dozen folks down at the center on that small island. It's a lively place. There's a lot of people just like kind of working on crafts, dealing like with materials, like pounding out seeds from plants and things like that. And you see this dwarven gal that was owlbear kind of just wave you towards this larger building. It's just off to your left.
Is this where we sign up?
Follow me. We'll speak.
I follow.
Sounds good. She seems, just annoyed that there are people here. Doesn't see
We're
you
a
know.
pretty annoying group too.
Yeah.
So
You notice a few of the people, see you and are a little like interested and quizzical. Like, oh, new people. What's going on? Hear these whispers as you head towards this larger.
Quilton.
Hey there, Rooster Crow. Good to meet you.
Quilton?
Hey there, Rooster
Anybody-
Crow.
Quilton?
Good to meet you.
No.
Hey, how the
Hello
hell
there.
are you?
Welcome.
Rooster Crow. Yep. All right.
I run up to the druid and want to kind of take stride with them, and so you've seen my mother?
Yes.
Recently?
She most recent, well,
Because you had a pretty big reaction when you heard my name.
yeah. Well, we'll get to that.
boy.
I'm sorry. We should talk to Ken. We'll talk to Ken. He's the one that should tell you what's going on, not me.
Understood.
Okay. Yeah, it's just right. And she kind of like holds the door open to this, same kind of thing as this big tree, this big knot in it, and you enter into this large kind of interior area. There's a small fire in the center in this pit that is burning, and you see two people inside here talking, arguing about things as you enter. And they turn, and they're like, Zandra, what's going on? What is this? I thought you're dealing with the owlbears. And he's like, we have guests. Please let me introduce Simon Monroe and Jason... What was your...
Momoa?
Jason M. Raz? Sorry.
Okay, that's good.
That makes
Mr.
sense.
A to Z.
They've showed up here. I believe you'll want to speak with them. I will be dealing with the owlbears. You deal with them. If you need me, you know where I'll be. And she leaves. And the rest of you are in this lodge, and there's this tall elven man that's kind of looking over all of you, and next to him is this tiefling woman. Both of them dressed in these very nice quilts that have these designs on them that are a little different than you're used to. It's a lot more plants, very specific plants on them, as opposed to events. But you see the tall elf says, "Oh, well, new folks. Please come in. We weren't expecting anyone new."
Yeah, we escaped prison.
Fantastic, good. You shouldn't ever be in prison. Good
Hey.
on you for escaping.
How the hell are you, Rooster Crow? Good to
Rooster
meet
Crow.
you.
Good to meet you. Name's Kin.
Ken, that's a hell of a name.
Thank you. My family
Yeah.
gave it to me, and so I've been appreciative ever since.
Yeah, hey, you guys got any food around here? I'm pretty starving.
Well, we do. Yeah. Yes. We can provide some food, please.
All right, great.
Daedra. And he turns to the tiefling, and she just, in a bit of a huff, says, "Food. People show up here, and we're just gonna give them food when we don't have enough to go around."
I don't eat, so.
Oh, good. He doesn't eat, so
Oh, it's fine.
that's
I mean-
one mouth we don't have to feed.
Back
You can stay if you'd like.
And honestly, I'm more interested in information right now than
That's
I am
with me, though,
food.
too.
Hey, I didn't mean to step on any toes here.
No worries.
Jason, should we eat?
I'll go for it.
Oh, that's a cult.
No, we're good. We don't need any food. We've brought rations. I'm so sorry, Kin. We're here to help. I brought these folks here because we know you've been struggling. Miss Monroe told us how hard it is, and since she's been gone, we just wanted to help. We're not here to be a strain on you or the Enclave. Ken says, "Oh well, good. No, but please, I have food for you. You've come this way. I'm sure the journey was not easy. Please sit. We will discuss things. Everyone is in a mood. Things can be a little easier. Sit down. I will get food." And he goes and he starts rummaging around and brings out a bit of dried bread, some fruit, and some water.
I tug on Jason's coat. And I'm like,
Hey, boss man, I gotta be honest. I gave most of my rations to them owlbears. I'm pretty hungry. I'm gonna eat the food.
I know.
I'm eat the food.
Yeah, no, have a little bit, but I mean,
It's like family motto: crows gotta eat.
for sure, crows gotta eat. There's not. Don't have too much.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Right.
not gonna. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you're a little. Yeah, it's fine.
I
It's
won't
fine.
eat, Jason. I'm not
Just
even
you have
hungry.
a little bit. It's
okay,
a
I'll
little
have
bit's
just
fine.
a little bit.
That's
Are you
fine.
are you sure I can eat?
Yeah,
I'm allowed to.
you can eat.
You give me your express.
Yeah. Oh God. Yes. Yeah.
All right, hell yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
And you see Jason's like
I
a
wish
little overwhelmed in this moment. He's like, was not prepared for this, and he's just kind of like sitting down there. Is now just kind of listening.
all right, Rooster's gonna just start eating some bread.
Nice.
He's pretty hungry.
Please,
rips it
please,
into little
eat,
pieces
eat.
and, like-
This is my food. You're not taking it from anyone but me, and I could stand to lose a few pounds. So please. Sit. You've come to help. That's great. We could use the help. I am not sure if you're capable. We'll have to test out what your abilities are and see if you'll be able to make it here. And if not, we have other things we can do.
Well, actually, we're not here to help. We're here to get help.
You're here to get help.
Well, me and the
We'll do what we can. Absolutely.
we're looking for Monroe. We're also looking for the source of the fog.
Oh, well.
And then any arms and armor you have that can help us liberate Quilton Bay.
Liberate Quilton Bay. I like the sound of that.
There's also these
Thank
really creepy brute things that are up there that smashed our friend.
Oh,
Yeah, this place
it was
is.
Yes.
crushed. It was crushed.
The area is
Not
quite
smashed.
different from the last time I visited. It's overrun with large creatures that I've never seen before.
yes, that would be the shambling roots is what we're referring to it
Yeah,
as.
Okay, that makes sense.
It is the spirit of the forest, the one that used to protect us.
What
Oh,
happened to it? It killed a guy
I think
as
they're
we
the
were trying to
bad
get
guys
in.
now.
Well, a few years ago, a temple that we provide offerings to, the temple where we commune with the spirit of the forest, was infested with something. We have not been able to figure out what it is, but ever since then, the ancient tree that we used to know has turned into these roots that terrorize anything in the forest, making any sort of travel lethal.
Is there a connection to that and the fog, or is it just a coincidence?
No, that's part of it. The spirit being desecrated as it has been has caused this fog. It's changed in some way. Something is affecting it. The two are one and the same. The fog and the roots.
This temple that he infested or whatever. Is that the place where we found the mist?
The wandering
before?
mist?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. Right. Wandering mist.
I
Oh,
think
the
that's-
creeping mist.
The creeping mist, yeah.
No, I believe the creeping mist was found in or communed with in a temple to Melora.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, the
We're-
last.
We're friends with it, so
Oh, well, that is fantastic.
he's
news.
doing fine, by the way.
Oh,
Really thriving.
we could
Took up cross stitching.
we could use the creeping mist back here. That would be a benefit. The spirit as it is now, the roots have caused nothing but pain. We try and keep ourselves safe. The druids perform a ritual every day to keep the protecting enchantment magic of the forest safe. That's why here is safe here in the forest, and that is why Quilton is still safe, because of the work the druids are doing.
But my mother, is she out in the forest?
Your mother. Right. She showed up a few months ago. As she tends to do, we have been working with her to provide food for Quilton when we had excess, and she was providing food to us when our stores were dwindling. Things have been running thin in the past few months. Your mother wanted to help with that. She wanted to rid this temple, our temple, of whatever was causing it to be desecrated. I told her it was dangerous. We've sent 12 people in there over the years.
She probably laughed at that.
Yes. You can't tell your mother no. I tried, but she went into the temple. We have not seen her since. This was a few months ago, by our telling of time. I don't want to tell you your mother's dead, but
You see
I don't know if she is or not.
Simon's tail go limp and his ears kind of turn back on his head. Ben, we have to go to this temple.
You can't go to the temple. It's far too dangerous.
I'm my mother's son. You can't tell me that I...
And so he turns to you, Ben. If you're his friend, you'll make sure he does not do this.
Yeah, I'll make sure he doesn't do it alone.
Hey, you guys got something to dip this bread in? See, I just dried in dirt.
Oh, yes,
My throat's
sorry,
absolutely
let me-
scratched to hell. Normally, you know, I'm cool, a little bit of dirt, a little bit of rust back in my throat.
I've got you. No worries. Of course. It
Anyways,
has been a
hate
long
to-
time since we've had.
Hate to interject on what's going on here, but
And he
I just,
grabs one of the fruits that he
I'm dying
has.
here.
It's like this odd pear, and he kind of grinds it in a small bowl.
All right, yeah.
And it's got like a little
not what
fruity
I'm-
paste now.
All right, well, yeah, I'll take it. It
Please,
works.
please.
All right, continue. My bad. Anyways,
So
I dip some of my fish into it.
He pecks you.
What are you doing? Don't get your fish in my face.
So we're going to the temple. What I would ask of you is that you give us whatever information
Yeah, or
that
like
can help us, or
magic
if,
items go a long ways too.
yeah, or if you have people that would like to help.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
This is easy.
we owe you. Yes, no, we can help with it. I can tell you everything I know of the temple. As far as other supplies, though, we are stretched thin. The
understand.
druids require so much for the ritual that they perform. We're scouting every day for ingredients that are growing thinner and thinner.
How far away is the temple?
The temple is about a half a day's journey from here.
So they don't even need to do the ritual again. We'll be back. We'll be there and knock it out in less than a day.
Hopefully, we'll be back.
Hopefully. But as I said, I've sent a dozen rangers in there. Only 4 have returned.
That doesn't bother me one bit. I mean, I'm sorry for the loss, but
We've gone to places far more dangerous
Yeah.
than this temple, and we intend to see our mission through. We're going to find Monroe. We're going to go back to Quilton Bay. We're going to knock Alistair off the board and stop whatever plan he's got going on.
yeah. What do you know of Alistair?
Oh, he's
Really good guy.
no, I wouldn't characterize him as a good guy. I mean, he cut off our connection with Quilton. So
Took me off my boat.
What importance we had was gone with him leading things, and he, I assume, is part of why our temple is desecrated. I have to assume he was part of that. I mean, it's his actions that in the forest that have been truly a disaster. I mean,
Everything that you loved about Quilton or the forest surrounding it is ruined because of Alistair.
And our
we
intention
intend to-
is to fix it.
We're going to fix it.
well,
We're going to go throw him right back into the ocean.
We're the boys of Quilton.
that is good to hear. I'm glad you have the confidence, but please don't go telling everyone in the enclave about it.
Why? He's got some allies?
No, not here.
Oh, you don't want them to come with us?
I don't want to give them hope if you fail. I enjoy the confidence you both have, but like I said, I've sent a dozen people in there, and I thought they were more qualified. I had this same conversation with them. I had the same conversation with your mother, and she hasn't returned. So
Here's the thing.
I'm hesitant to give the people here hope. So if you could help me with that, I would be appreciative.
We've probably got people already on the inside of Quilton. We got a whole boat waiting for our signal. What's a few more people could go a long ways towards our cause.
The problem I have is every day we need to keep up the ritual that protects this place so that we are not destroyed by the shambling roots.
How long
every
are you gonna
day.
stay here?
What's that?
Say we go to Quilton Bay and we fail. How long do you plan on staying here?
We're going to stay here as long as we can. We've been holding out for years.
Jason,
An enclave can be rebuilt.
It can't. If this falls, the magic that keeps it safe will be gone.
How about this? Which direction is the temple from Quilton Bay?
I can show you that. It's
Why don't we go? We knock out the temple, or the thing in the temple. We come back. And if we succeed at the temple, then you guys come help us at Quilton Bay.
if
your
you
druid's job should be much easier after that.
if you are able to consecrate the temple.
Consecrate. We'll consummate.
Well, don't have sex with the temple.
No, who said anything about having sex with a temple? Come on.
Sorry. If
That's
you're,
not what consummate means.
that's not what that means. I thought that's what it meant.
No, I'm kidding.
Consummating a temple.
Totally
That seems
does. It
crazy.
was a really good joke.
But if you were to consecrate the temple, return it to its
Oh,
former
you didn't
balance.
say in. My bad. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Then the roots will return to what they were. The forest will slowly become less dangerous. Our druids can stop their ritual. They can regain some of the life force they're losing every day. If you're able to consecrate it, then we are indebted to you in any way that you see fit. But as it stands, we need to every day perform our ritual, find ingredients for that ritual, and find enough food to keep us and our owlbears alive.
Thanks for dropping by, friend. In the meantime, why don't you visit bit.ly/humbleinn and buy yourself something fancy on Humble Bundle. Help us keep the ale flowing around here. You can also leave our bartenders and troopers a tip over at patreon.com/in at the end. We hope to see you here next week. Until then, grab your sword and keep on adventuring.